So my pretty flowers that Puppy got me?
Ooh, yes. Some beautiful flowers for a beautiful puppy.
Mm.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Boudoir Banter. And I am DetoxxBustiAE, and I brought you to the banter.
Let's do that again.
Yeah. And I brought you to the banter.
You're in the and remember, you're in the garden boudoir. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our finale episode of season 1 of Boudoir Banter. My name is Christian Rez, and I'm bringing you to the garden boudoir.
And I'm DetoxxBustiAE out of drag, and I'm going to be bringing you the banter.
I know that's right. And we have a lot to talk about this episode because this episode is the finale of season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, and I'm so excited. And we have a mother freaking winner.
Yes, we
And
do.
I'm going to talk about who's the winner, and the winner is.
And we will get to that.
Wait till the end of this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So definitely welcome back to Boudoir Banter. Christian, how are you doing? I feel like it was just yesterday we recorded
Oh my
our
goodness.
episode for the Lollapalooza Salusa.
I know.
Palooza,
It was just last week.
right?
Shakita Benina, Bodina Brown.
Right? And this week, guys, I do have to say sorry because of the copyrights. I was not able to add in those footage. And I was like, oh man. But this week, I'm going to be a little bit smarter about that editing.
Yes, I know that's right.
Okay, work. All right. So let's get into the finale episode of RuPaul's Drag Race season 18. And this was episode 16. Work.
Word.
So,
The Sweet 16.
right? So we're gonna jump right into this episode because I feel like there was so much to cover.
Yes.
Yes. So let's get into the queen's look, the eliminated queens, and the top 3.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So first up, we saw Miss Didi Fuego. How did you feel about that look?
Honestly, I did like Dee Dee's look.
Oh.
I was here for it. I thought it looked really, I thought that nude shade looked really pretty on her.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Dee Dee's hair. I liked all the florals that she put on it.
Mm.
I thought it was really pretty, we didn't get to see enough of Dee Dee as we said last episode, so I'm glad that, we got to get a little bit more of her.
What do you give her?
She gets a Busti-AE.
Go off, Jordan.
Yeah.
I agree. I do like all the florals. I like the cream. I just didn't like the draping.
The draping wasn't there for you?
The draping, it wasn't good for me. I don't know. And I feel like the hair was really flat, but I don't know. I want it to be a little more elevated from Didi Fuego. But again, I think that's her aesthetic.
Fair.
Because, in her promo look, she had something similar with the flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
But you know what? I'm going to give her a Busti-AE. It's a lowercase Busti-AE.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a lowercase b.
All right. Next up, we have Miss Mandy Mango.
Mango.
Yeah. With this look from Mandy Mango, I did like the concept.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing about it is those shoulders, they were a little floppy. And I've seen those shoulders pad, like the shoulder pad. It's like a traditional Filipino look.
Yeah.
And the girls on Drag Race Philippines have always done that. And whenever you see them do it, it's very structured.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what it was missing. However, I loved her Filipino pride with the flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, she gets a Busti-AE.
Right. She gets a Busti-AE for the same reasons too. I love the Filipino train. I love showing off some cultural pride. I also felt like this was a nice color on Mandy Mango.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the gold accents and the headpiece that she had. So I think she looked really pretty.
Yeah.
I thought she really came through with some glamour.
Okay.
Yeah, so she gets a Busti-AE for me too.
Go off, Mandy Mango.
Mandy Mango.
All right. Next up, we have Briar Blush. And what do you think of her look?
Well, I know what you think of her look.
Have you go first?
Honestly, okay, so I think that I like the idea more than the execution. When I saw it first, I was like, oh, okay, go off, Briar. And then I was examining it more and I was like, maybe not that shade, maybe not the cut of that jacket. Then when I was really dissecting it,
Uh-huh.
But I like the idea. Like I see the vision that she was trying to put together for it, and I was like, yes, but it needs some more polish. But so she gets a boosty. No, she gets a boosty nay.
Okay,
We're not
word.
doing mez. We're not doing in between. It's either yes or no for this one. So she's gonna get a boosty nay.
Hold on, let me
Not quite
change
there
my
for me.
notes because I definitely had Boosty meh for
Well,
her.
this is your podcast, so.
Oh no, this is our podcast, Poppy.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, she gets a Boosty meh because like I like the concept of it. I like that she had the face thing. But the thing is like I've
That
seen
was
the
cute.
face thing done and it looked more realistic,
Mm,
right? And obviously she had beautiful face, like her makeup was beat,
yes.
her body was body tea.
Okay. Who taught you that?
You. But yeah, it was a Busti mat. I wish like the execution wasn't up to par, but she looked beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Next up on the list, we have Miss Sierra Mist. Okay. So tell me, Detox, what do you think about Sierra's look?
I actually really enjoyed Ciara's look. Like
Yeah.
the way how she had it with her hands as the wings that was like inside the jacket, and even like the feather, it looked expensive. And I was just like, baby girl, that was sickening. I said that was a boosty, yes.
Yeah, go off. Really, yeah, I agree. I thought Ciara looked great. I think that Ciara has consistently brought some really good looks. There were some looks that I was not living for with Ciara, but for the most part, Ciara brought some really good drag. I loved like the bodice part, the top of it. I thought was like
Uh-huh.
really the stoning on that was very, very pretty. And I thought her face was awesome as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had body.
And she had some good padding. She had a good curvature to her. I was like, okay, Miss Ciara. Once again, Ciara understood the assignment.
Yeah. Compared to last week on the Lollapalooza Shaluza Malaza SmackDown,
Right.
where she was like, I'm gonna show you my skinny self. I was like, girl, put somebody on. And she did.
Girl, give us some ass.
Work. Next up, we had a diva, Vita Von Teese star. Is it Vita Von Tess or Vita Von Teese?
Vita Von Teese star.
Vita Von Teese star. Baby
Yes.
girl, she was a star. But when she came out, oh my God, Vita, she was looking so amazing,
Hmm.
so glamorous. Like her
Yes.
body, like her makeup. I was like, you get a boosty. Yes, 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 yes.
I also thought that Vita Von Teese looked incredible. As we've said many times on this podcast, she gives the essence, the excellence of drag, and she really, really brought that to this final main stage.
Mm,
So I adored her look. 10 out of 10.
yeah,
Boosty yes, mama.
go off.
Next up, we have Mia Star, the two Star sisters next to each other.
Okay.
Miss Mia Star, let me tell you, you were giving Hollywood glamour. It was giving red carpet. That hair was fucking laid. That mug was sitting right. The titties were contoured. And I thought that outfit was really nice. I thought, her body was awesome. She had great curves. And, I just thought that she really gave like some really good glamour.
Oh wow.
So, yes, Busti yes.
Wow, I kind of a little bit disagree with you because I'm like, girl, them titties was not contoured. That was a titty plate.
Clap if you agree.
But yes, so I do agree, she was given glamour, but there was something that looks like she wasn't wearing her drag. I felt like somebody put her in that and she didn't look like comfortable.
Mm,
Like even when she walked out, she was like, "Hey girls, I'm here. Hi." Like she didn't look comfortable to me. And I did appreciate that her titty bib thing that she was wearing, it looked proportionate this time. Because in the past, she would wear these big titties that just pointed out and didn't
right.
look right for her body.
I guess that's why I thought that they were
Yeah,
contoured
no,
because
it's
because
a
it was
thing.
so even. I was like, oh, that must be makeup,
No, it
but it
was
was a
a
plate.
yeah, it was a breastplate.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So I want to give her that, and they did the proper thing to like hide the seams, which I think that's always something that takes me out of the fantasy.
Hmm.
But she gets a boosty, yeah, for effort. So,
Effort,
mm-hmm,
girl.
yeah,
Okay, we could agree to disagree.
okay. Next up on the runway we have Miss Athena Dion, and girl. Athena's outfit looks like it was made with the scraps that were from Ciara's suitcase from that design challenge.
Girl.
Because it looked pretty, but it looks like it was unfinished. Like it looks like there was something that was started, but I don't know. There's something that was it looked very unfinished about it. But it still looked put like I understand it was put together, but it still looked unfinished. But I definitely loved her hair. Her hair was nice and long and flowy. It was very regal, very goddess. And I'm gonna give you a Busti-AE for your hair.
Okay. All right. There are a few points that I disagree with you on. I agree on the hair. I
Happy
thought
if
that,
you agree.
hey, that's my lines. I do agree with the hair. I thought the hair was on point. It was big, it was draggy.
Hmm.
You know, her makeup was fantastic. I thought that Athena always brought good looks with the face. Um, yeah, and I thought she did look like a Greek goddess. I think that's what she was going for. She was going for like tunic, she was going for like drag Greek goddess, and that's exactly what she brought. I wish that it was a little bit bigger. Like I feel like the size and the heaviness of other girls' outfits was just like a little bit more grand than hers.
Hmm.
So I see what you're getting at. But I think what she was going for was goddess and was like a little bit more thinner fabric. But she gets a bustier for me. I thought she looked fantastic.
Go off.
Yeah. Next up on the runway, we have Miss Kenya Pleaser. Kenya always amazes me. Like she has such a star quality, such a
Hmm.
star presence. And for this runway, I thought she was taking a little note out of Discord's book.
I wrote that. Oh my God,
Okay?
I wrote that.
Because she was kind of giving maximalism. I think a lot of these girls that from this season, I think Discord made an impression on them with her fashion, but we'll talk about that later. Um, she definitely was giving a little bit of Discord with all her gold chains and stuff, and it was a new look for Kenya, and I was like, okay, I don't hate this on Kenya. It's new, but I don't hate it, you know. So she gets a bustier. Kenya's mug is always beat. Kenya always looks good in the face. Like never once does she look bad. So yeah, 10 out of 10. What do you think?
Now they want to fucking put the mower,
They want to mow the lawn at 6:36 p.m.
right?
That's a 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
Yeah, I'm
activity.
like, they fucking knew that I was recording the podcast. And they was like, we're gonna come out and then you got your neighbor coming out in the back too, girl.
Everybody want to come out now.
Baby,
It's because we're out here.
yeah. But that's how
Law of attraction.
I hate the smell of like fresh cut grass. You know how some people like the smell of fresh cut grass? I
Yeah,
hate
some
it.
people. It
I
reminds some
fucking
people
hate
of
it.
summer. You know, it's like a mark of summer. It's like ooh, grass is
Girl,
getting
that don't
cut.
remind me of no bumper cloth summer. That remind me say you cut your grass and spray some water and pesticide on it, baby love.
So what reminds you of summer? What's a smell that you're like, summertime?
A hot dog.
A hot zug,
A hot
a
dog.
dirty zug.
A dirty dog. But anyways, yeah, Kenya looked amazing. And you took the words right out of my mouth. Like
Hmm.
when she walked out, I was like, girl, you went into Discourse closet and grabbed five of her looks and put it together.
That's what
But
it was giving.
it was cool. And then you know what I was dying when Kenya came out and she was like, boom. And they made
Yes.
that sound effect. I was like, what y'all trying to say? She a big ass oh.
They're trying to say she caused the earthquakes.
She tries to she a big girl. But mama, she took up presents.
Yeah,
The
she did.
the one thing I did not like about her outfit was
Hmm.
when she turned around, it was just like
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that either. I didn't like that it did look unfinished.
and
I was like, where's the
it was just
train?
right there that one part.
Yeah,
And I
she
think
never turned
even if she
around.
had some like chains there, that would have fill it and complete the
Yeah,
look.
but it was like a complete gap,
Yeah.
like down to her crack, and it was like, damn, girl.
That was I think you know she had the same thing with her promo look. It was very
Really?
similar. I remember it. Like when she turned around, I was like, ugh.
Kenya.
Yeah.
Fix that when you put it on Instagram.
Work. But anyways, Kenya, I love the look. It's a boosty yay for me. I also love the makeup, the hair. That was a big hair.
Yeah,
Like I
the
want one
hair
of
was
those
great.
wigs.
The hair was
Like
great.
imagine detoxing one of those wigs.
I can.
Go off
Well, your
tour.
yellow one is kind of like that.
It is.
A little bit.
Yeah. I need to get some more. All
Okay.
right. Next up, we have Miss Discord Adam.
Yes.
Um, you know, I feel like if anybody else was wearing this look, I would not like it. But I feel like I've grown to know Discord style and for who she is, like it worked for her and I enjoyed it. Right? And I feel like this was an elevated look from her promo look. This is like Discord rebirth.
Yeah.
So I give it a boosty yay.
Yeah, Discord also gets a bustier for me too. I thought Now, for these past two episodes, Discord has been looking better than a lot of the girls. And I'm here for it, you know? We've said it before on this podcast that we've seen a lot of growth with her. We've grown to like her a lot and really
Hmm.
appreciate what she's bringing to the table. So yeah, I'm a fan now.
Yeah,
I'm really proud of Discord, and I thought she looked fantastic.
go off, daughter.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Next up on the runway, we have Miss Jane
don't
Jones.
do it, little girl.
Don't do it. Okay, let's get into it. I love the top half of Jane's outfit. Like the top half, I was like, oh, cute, cute. The color, the bottom half, I also liked. Together though, I was not feeling it.
Mm-mm.
I was like, pick. I feel like it needed to be one or the other because they were
Yeah.
both nice, but I just didn't like how it was like separated. It was too stark of a difference for
Hmm.
me. But from the neck up, she was stunning.
I agree.
Jane is another queen whose makeup is always on point, always blended, and she, for the most part, Jane's hair is always spectacular too.
You know, a
Um,
lot of her hair is from Mistress, right? That's Wigstress wigs.
so there you
I'm
go. So
assuming
that's
that that
why
one
it's
is,
so
but
good.
Mistress sent her a lot of wigs.
Yeah, so there you go. For the neck up, I thought she was stunning. Um, I was a little wonky on the
Hmm.
fit though.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
What do you give her?
Oh, so hard. This one is a boosty mad. I didn't want to give no boosty mez, but
You gotta follow your own rules.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's not a
But you
boosty
do what you want. You
yes.
do what you want. What do you give her?
If we're just talking about the fit, it's a boosty nay.
Oh,
But her makeup and hair was awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for me, I do agree with you. Like, I felt like both parts were disconnected. And you know what really like made it more ugh for me is because her wig was like ginger,
Yeah.
the outfit was gold, and then the bottom part was like two different reds.
It was a lot of mixed
Yeah, and I
colors.
felt like you should have like if you're gonna give me mixed colors, give me the pride colors and then put some red and I mean like some green and all the other stuff in
Give
it.
us a Tina Burner.
Go off. But like I didn't like that. And then I noticed that the dress didn't fit, like it didn't fill out. Like she could have padded a little bit more in her hips.
Hmm.
And Jane's always padded down.
Always a body
Yeah,
queen,
maybe
low
she
key.
lost some weight and the pads and the dress didn't fill out properly.
That's possible.
And I really wanted to like it, but I couldn't.
Oh,
Yeah, but Jane Doe, I really want to like the look. I love the look. I really want to love the look, but it for me it was a boosty meh. It was not a boosty nay, but it was a boosty meh.
I agree.
Hmm. Next up, we have Miss Juicy Love Zion. And girl, I love this outfit. But once again, she had an outfit that she had a headpiece and no wig,
That is true.
right? But yo, she was
That is true.
looking rich. Like these feathers, I
Yeah.
really loved it. And it also reminded me of like the way how Ciara's feathers were,
Yeah.
which I'm
It
like,
was similar.
did the same designer make these? But
It's possible, you
one
know?
thing I would say about Juicy, and we come to learn about her, is that she always know how to spend money on a garment, find a design, and have it executed. And if you also notice, she was patted down.
Yeah, Juicy hasn't been giving padding on the season that much, but
Yeah.
she made sure she had it for this.
And then I think it was a boosty yay. What do you think?
It was a boosty yes for me. I consistently Juicy has been coming to the runway on point every single time. There's maybe only one runway of Juicy's that I didn't like, but I could never come for Juicy's run. All the outfits have been spectacular. And this one was no different. No, she wasn't wearing a wig, but the feathers look expensive, like you said. The body tea. So I thought it was really, really good. Juicy
Yes, body
always
tea.
looks so good.
Yeah, I agree. And now we have the top three, and they did their little runway look. And
Yes.
first up on the runway, we had Miss Darlene Mitchell. And Christian, I'm
Mhm.
gonna give this one to you first.
Okay, Miss Darlene Mitchell, here's what I gotta say about the outfit. If we're judging it from a campy, cartoony standpoint, right? Then she aced it.
Mm-hmm.
She nailed it. Um, it's not my style. I'm not really into it. It was kind of like cut and paste. You know, it did feel like cartoony, and I get it was supposed to be like campy, but it was a lot of like cut and paste for me. I also didn't like the color of her wig, but it was very on brand for Darlene. I felt like it was giving Darlene. It was her brand. She understands who she is and what she delivers.
Hmm.
So yeah, if we're judging it by was she giving Darlene or not, yes, 100% she was giving Darlene. It's a Busti-AE for me personally.
Yes, I agree with you. It was a boosty nay. Nay, 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 nay. It was a mother freaking boosty nay. Like, let me start with the things I loved about
But if
it.
you love it, Darlene,
Clap if you love
clap if you
it.
like Darlene's outfit.
You know what it was for me? So I love the colors of it. I felt like if this was illustrated, and I think that's what it was. Maybe when this outfit was illustrated, it looked good in the illustration,
Mm,
but making it in person wasn't. And you know what I think some of the flaws about it? One, that green golden girl wig.
yeah,
We
it
should
was
have
a
got rid of
weird
that.
shape.
It was
I
a
didn't.
weird shape, and I hated it. And then also, if you notice her little feathers that she tried to add in it,
It
they
did
look
look like
look
an
yeah,
afterthought.
they look like an afterthought, and they look like they were wet, but they didn't dry properly. And I think if she was to switch that wig and wear like even if she did the green color, but like wear it in like the style that Athena wore to make it look more
Yeah,
regal and goddess, then that would have like changed my opinion a little bit
yeah.
more. But other than that, it was a boosty nay. I am sorry, Miss Darlene Mitchell. No, thank
Sorry,
you.
sorry. You're fierce and you're funny, but yeah, this look wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't here for it.
Yeah.
Next up, my fave, Mikey Meeks.
Go off, daughter.
Yes. Mikey, I love this gold. I love this gold color on you. I thought it was a great color. I thought you looked regal in it. The hair was standing tall. It was giving pageantry. She was just snatched. That scalp was snatched back. I'm not sure how much I was feeling like the hula hoop thing, like around the waist. There was kind of like this like
Mm-hmm.
hula hoop effect. I wasn't really getting that, but I thought you looked beautiful. And Mikey's always slaying. She's been consistently slaying the whole competition.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only one thing I don't like. So she's still got a Busti-AE.
Yeah. I loved it. And again, this is another queen who did a nod to her promo look. Because if you look at her promo look, it's a very similar aesthetic. Because even
Mm,
the way how it cuts out there
yeah,
and then the things that like sparkles over,
she
it's the
loved using that.
same aesthetic. But I did actually love it, and I feel like the hair that she wore was the same one from her promo look.
It very well could be.
Yeah, but I'm like, at this point, baby, reuse it. You bought it. You probably spent $2,000 in that wig. Use it $2,000 worth of
Yeah.
times. Yeah. So go off, Mikey Meeks. I give you a boosty, yay.
Okay.
Next up on the runway, we have Miss Nini Coco Perusa, Shanae.
Shanae,
um,
Nene, and them.
yeah, Nini and them. But Christian, what do you thought about Nini Coco?
I thought Nene looked really crisp. She was another queen though that like similar to Jane, like it was a little bit of a disconnect for me. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
the waist up, beautiful, stunning. The waist down, love the colors. Together though, wasn't feeling it. So she falls in the same category as Jane for me. I also again the hula hoop at the bottom, like I wasn't feeling I don't really like these hula hoops in the outfits. But face 10 out of 10. The hair, very creative. I liked the hair. And I liked it from the waist up. So she still get a bustier. I just didn't like the shape of how like her skirt part was.
Mm-hmm.
But she still gets a bustier for me.
Okay. It was a bustier. The idea of it is really cute. I love that it's sparkle on the top. Her arm pieces look like they were like flopping around a little bit.
Mm,
It also looked like somebody needed to take like a steamer and go through the bottom part of that skirt. When she turned around, it was just like this spot that went down in the middle where you'd be like, girl, you forgot to like stone that part too. So I was like, girl, a boosty, nay.
mm.
I was,
The girls are busy, you
yeah,
know?
well, do better. You put all that stone into the rest of your outfits. You could have done that too.
Don't miss spots, girls.
Hmm.
Detox will come for you. She'll find the empty spots.
Right, bitch. And then somebody's gonna look at my outfits and be like, "Oh, detox, you missed some stones. You didn't stone it."
What do you do? What do you bring with you in your drag kit.
Stones.
Stones, bitch.
Baby, we'll put two stones there,
She brings stones with her,
right?
for these moments. You're not gonna find gaps.
Yeah, exactly. So, Christian, now that we've seen these girls big runways, who had the best look on the runway from all the cast members for season 18?
I have two. Can I say two?
Yes, you can say two. This is the finale.
Okay. I loved Discord's look and Mandy Mango's look the best.
Mandy Mango.
Yes, I said what I said.
Oh,
Final answer.
okay, girl, go off, Jordan. My favorite look on the runway, I'm gonna only pick one because there could only be one winner. And my favorite look was Vita Von T Star.
Oh,
Oh, because baby, when Vita walked out, it was just
oh,
like,
you're
honey,
right. You're
honey,
right, because we were eating
yeah.
Vita.
Like the other girls, they look like Discord look cute, but Vita look grand dom.
Oh, you're right. You're
You gonna
right.
change your answer now?
Yeah, I still think that Discord ate it up.
She
So I'm gonna
did,
say Discord and Vita.
yeah. But Vita ate up Discord,
Yeah, she
right?
did. She did. Okay, okay, you got that one.
I got it.
Yeah, yeah, Vita was spectacular.
But anyways, let's move on to the show because there was a lot of
Yes,
show.
yes, yes, yes. Let's go on.
So next up, we saw RuPaul coming on out, doing her little dance number. And you know what I'm gonna say? This has been one of my favorite RuPaul performance numbers at the end because this is the first time like she was nogging the house down. She was like, "Could you
She
just
was noggin all over the place. That whole
right?"
cast up there was no noggin.
Noggin. But I could tell RuPaul was having a lot of fun. And like, I wish that, when RuPaul do these DJ sets, like I wish she did them in drag and she gave performances. Like that would be cute,
That's more premium. She's
right?
like, you gotta pay RuPaul Charles
Right?
and you gotta pay RuPaul the drag queen.
Exactly. So I thought his performance was cute, but what do you think?
I thought that this is the most that RuPaul has moved all week. I thought this was the most physical activity that she probably had that week. um the no-ging was definitely no-ging.
Hmm.
The no-ging was weak. Um but for the most part, RuPaul serves on the runway. RuPaul always gives a grand look for the finales. So, look wise, I think she looks spectacular. I think, and even the gown that she came out with later was like really, really good. Um,
It was the gown.
well, anyway, one thing I will say about the performance that RuPaul gave was that like it was clear that it wasn't in the
Oh yeah.
live with everybody else. Like it
That
wasn't,
that
they
was
didn't do
taped
that
very
while they were
separately
filming.
when there were nobody in the audience.
Right. So, and you could see when the camera like cuts to certain sides and you're like, where'd the audience go?
Exactly.
You know?
I feel like what they did. This is something that I don't like about how they do this new format now. I feel like they cast an audience. Like, they go on casting network and be like, oh, come for a show. And they're casting to fill those seats.
Yeah.
Right? Before in the past, you were able to buy tickets, you were able to see it live, but I feel like a lot of stuff happened that they couldn't control at that time. So therefore, they're like, okay, no, we're doing strictly casting. But yeah, there are certain
That
points
is
you're like,
very
look over the
true.
corner, you're like, wait, there's an audience that's supposed to be over there.
Yeah.
Where did they go? Yeah.
Yeah.
And also her outfit, it wasn't a gown, it was a bodysuit. What made it look like almost like a gown was the big ruffle coat. And because it
Hmm.
was black, when she put her legs
Oh, it just
together,
like
it looks
blended
like
in.
it blended in. And
Oh.
remember, the stage is mostly black, so it just looks all blended
So she
in.
just basically she kept her outfit from the performance and then
Yeah,
just like put a layer on.
yeah, she just put her
I'm
little
sure that air conditioning was blasting in there. So she said, give me a layer.
right. Um,
Yeah, something I will say that like the one of the viewing parties that I saw because I was in Hell's Kitchen at the time of the episode was at Verse,
mhm.
and Jan was hosting that viewing party, and something that Jan said was that she misses the like when the finale was live. And I was like, "You know what? I agree with
And
that."
more publicly
Yeah, like
accessible.
bring back the
Yeah,
live audiences, bring back the
but technically,
live.
this was a live audience.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
a
just
live.
not
It wasn't recorded live.
no, the other audiences too were recorded lives.
I want it to be live like the Grammys. I want it to be live like the VMAs, like that kind of live, where like they're performing now and you're seeing it now and the winner is now.
They've never done it like that. So the difference is,
Bring back the live show in the theater.
no, you know, so this is what I was saying about the difference is back then those audience were people like the general public. Like anyone could buy tickets. If you could
Yeah.
afford those tickets, you could go to them. This one, it's still a live concept, but it's a casted audience versus anyone
Mm,
could go. Like, do you kind of see the difference? And I think
yeah.
because they do that, they could be more strategic because the year that Sasha, oh my God, Sasha Kobe won. The year that Sasha Kobe won,
Hmm.
a lot of shit happened in that one, where they were
But
like,
that was like a public audience,
yeah,
right?
that was a
Because there
public,
were
and
like
that was the
other
last public
queens
audience.
there.
Yes,
Yeah.
and what happened was that's when Anitra's dancer like fell and broke
Oh
his
shit.
ankle, and they had to have like a big pause. And like people leaked it. Like people were like, "Oh, this is what happened,"
Oh.
because what they do with these episodes, even the live one that you were talking about, they film it like a week or two before, so that they have time to edit it. But now that they have a casted thing, they can film it like 2, 3 months before
Mm.
and create whatever story that they want later.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do agree. I wish they would bring back that type of audience live format.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on to the judges, we saw Michelle's look. I thought it was cute. The snake was cutesy.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, go off, Dora.
Yeah. I like the golden snake going up her outfit. I
Hmm.
also love like her pageant hair. Like I
We
love
need to get you
the
to do
snatcher
it.
because I love it. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give myself a Michelle Visage, Mikey Meeks, slick back with a big piece.
She said she got the bundles.
Yes, I was living for that.
Yeah.
And I thought Michelle looked nice and moisturized and cute. And
Hmm.
Michelle's been
Yeah.
looking cute.
Work. And Carson, I thought Carson, he looked great, middle-aged white man from Palm Springs, which I don't know if he is, but like, I was like, okay, go off, Dora.
Carson was Carsoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and next we had Jamal. There's at one point we paused it to like take notes, and I was like, "Oh, his chest is out," and I was
Yes.
like, "Daddy, let me see that
Yeah,
chest."
Jamal is zaddy.
Yeah, I was like, "You look real good."
Jamal could take me out to Nobu. You know what I'm saying?
I guess just fuck me. Now who gonna take me out to Nobu?
No, I'm gonna
You
take
know
you
what?
out to
Carson's gonna take
Nobu.
me out to Nobu, and
Okay.
then he gonna be like, "Oh, you gotta pay."
Ooh. No, I feel
uh,
like Carson would pay.
Yeah. Now let's get on to these performances from the top three queens. They're gonna show us their scale, and this is like one of the first times. Like, obviously, we've seen Darlene do like a musical number,
Yeah.
but do you realize we have never seen Darlene lip sync?
Yeah,
Like,
no.
yeah. So this is kind of like
It's
her
only
first
been the
time.
musical challenges with a girl group.
Yeah.
That's the only time.
Right. So when she came out to do her little performance, I know you feel differently about it, so I'm gonna say my piece first.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, what I did love about it is that when she took off her reveal and she had that like still trashy look, this was an elevated trash look, right? Because it was stone, because it was
Hmm.
glam, it like took the mall bedroom drag to like the elevated platform. And this is what I like. Like if you're gonna do this type of like trashy mall drag, like elevate it, and that's what I like. Aside from that, I didn't groove with her song. It seemed fun, but it wasn't for me. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I agree with, the elevation of that like trashy drag. I agree if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna go this campy route, like make it glam camp, like this is the finale. So I thought she understood that and she brought that for the finale. As far as the performance goes, like it was campy, the lyrics were comedic and um the same thing I feel the same about Darlene, where like she knows what her brand is and she's not trying to deviate from that brand. She's like, okay, this works for me. This is who I am. If y'all don't like it, and that's what the song was about, right? Like, this is who I am. I'm a little trashy. I'm campy. If you don't like it, kiss my ass.
And I
Um,
surely kissed her ass.
that's it, like, and that's what her song was about. I thought the song was catchy. Was it my cup of tea? Like, is it what I would have done for? No, no.
But did
Me
you
and
enjoy
Darlene,
it?
but I enjoyed it.
You did. I didn't.
But I enjoyed it. She was cooking with gas, and it's
Shaking that
catchy. I
ass.
can't. That is screwed into my brain.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I
Work.
liked it.
Work.
She knows
Uh,
what she gives.
yeah, work. And now we're going over to Miss Mikey Meeks. What do you think of Mikey Meeks?
Mikey Meeks' performance was a perfect audition. I'm sure you're probably gonna say this too,
What you said?
but it was a perfect audition for Drag Race Live.
Yep, 1,000%.
She she basically put her resume out there. She brought all her talents forward, and she said, "This is everything I could do. I'm a star. I am the leading lady. I am the moment." And she knows the power in her star quality, and she brought that to her
Yeah,
performance.
I agree. Like you said, like, when I was watching her performance, I was like, wait, is this a Drag Race Live performance? Because in Drag Race Live, which I've seen, Christian, I gotta take you. We're gonna get
Yeah,
to
you gotta take
Vegas.
me. Fly me
But
out to Las Vegas.
fly you out to Las Vegas. But yeah, so in Las Vegas Live, Drag Race Live in Vegas, they have this like thing with the chair and the lights, and they sing through the mirror. And I was like, you really did that. And I feel like this was also like she brought out such a performer, like a Broadway performer. Like I feel like she could go into any Broadway show now and pick it up really well. And like even in my back of my head, I was like, oh my God, this sounds like it's actually from a show. Like it sounds like it's like from Rent,
Yeah,
right? Like it was really good.
yeah. It
Um,
was like a master audition.
yeah,
Like it was like take me wherever. I think she was smart in thinking like this is a platform to get the next gig.
yeah.
So she's lined up now to get Broadway, to get Drag Race Live, something long-term performance.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of the girls are now doing is seeing that hey, I could get on Broadway because Jinx did it, Latrice did it, Peppermint did it, Bob the Drag Queen just did it.
Hmm.
Like honestly,
I
I
think
think
Mikey,
yeah, this next year Mikey has to like get on
yeah,
Drag Race.
let's
Yeah,
we're saying it right here. We think Mikey Meeks is gonna be the next Drag Race queen on Broadway.
yes, and that's what I said. I said Mikey Meeks is gonna get on Drag Race. Mikey
On
Meeks
Drag
is
Race.
on
That's
Drag
that's what
Race.
you meant.
Yeah, but Mikey Meeks is gonna get on Broadway. That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
I think so too.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the final top three performance, which was Nini Coco. Miss Nini Coco. Do you want to go first? Do you want to tell us what you think?
Yes. Miss Nini Coco, I have not been, your personality's been a little bit meh, but I'm gonna say this performance was really cute. When I tell you I have to give credit where credit is due, she really executed the performance,
Hmm.
right? Like she is someone that she could be put on any of these Work the World tours, these Murray and Peter tours, get the choreography executed and do a really good job of it. And I really liked it. Now, there was something about it that I personally didn't like, which we could get into it after because we want to give her all her praises.
Hmm.
But Christian, I'll get into it after. You go.
Okay, Nini, you ate that. You ate that performance down. I agree. Like throughout the season, Nini was not like my top pick. She was not my favorite, but I cannot deny that that performance was pretty top tier. Not pretty. It
It
was. It was
was.
top tier. It was
Hmm.
giving VMA. It was giving Grammy performance. I was like, oh, and
Bitch, it was kind
and
of giving like
and,
Doechii.
and mark my words, the pop girlies are gonna copy that now because we've seen time and time again, and there's been interviews and podcasts that talk about this. That Bob has talked about this, where like the pop culture girlies, the recording artist girlies copy drag queen style, drag queen
Hmm.
lingo, drag queen performances. And Nini Coco was giving the girls juice for their Grammy performances and for their VMA performances. It was giving Abracadabra, it was giving Gaga Paparazzi at the VMAs,
Hmm.
and I was here for it.
Yeah.
It was fierce.
Yeah. And with that being said, the one thing, wait, so who was your favorite performance out of all three of the queens?
Mikey is my top queen,
Hmm.
but Nini's performance was my favorite.
So I would have agreed with you, and I was this close to agreeing with you because Nini did a really good job with that
And
performance.
I was shook. I was very surprised.
However, Mikey Meeks was my favorite one, and she won because out of Darlene, Mikey, and Nini did not do anything, or even her song. Listening to it, it didn't really tell me the story of who Nene was.
Mm-hmm.
Compare to Mikey Meeks, where she was like, "Hey, I could do all of this. I'm a performer. I could sing. I could act. I could dance,"
Mm-hmm.
and it was more like, oh, not just like boasting about it, but like, this is the my resume.
Yeah.
Darlene, she was
Same
about,
thing.
this is my trashiness. If you don't like it, this is who I am. This is my personality. With Nene, I think the one thing I got out of it, it was like a corporate. You could work in an office, and I guess she's a mechanical engineer, blah blah blah. But
Mm-hmm.
outside of that, it didn't really tell me like, hey, this is your person,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Like, this is your personality. However, it was a great performance, greatly executed, right? But the problem is, I feel like anybody could jump in there and execute this number.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're a dancer.
Yeah, like Aquaria could have jumped into this role and
Hmm.
slayed it the same way. Simone could have had this and ate it up the same way. Yeah, so the
Exactly.
number itself was fierce, and
Jan could have jumped into this and
yeah,
ate up the same
any
way.
queen that has that level of star quality could have jumped into that song and
Yeah.
gave that level. I'm
Hmm.
glad it was Nene though. Like, she really ate
She
it
ate
up.
up. Yeah.
But yeah.
And that's the thing is like, and even when I look at Mikey, like I don't see anybody else doing Mikey's exact thing. I don't see anybody else doing Darlene's thing.
You know what I'm gonna say about Darlene's performance though? This is that comment that I had about Darlene, and you were like, save it. Darlene gives me a better version of like Alaska and Trixie. It's like
Oh.
everything I like about Alaska and Trixie without all the things that I don't like about them. And that's
Oh.
Darlene.
Clock it.
Darlene are the best parts. Darlene is the best parts of Alaska and
Darlene is the best part of Alaska and Trixie. Wow.
because they live in that same world. Like the three of those queens, like they could
Hmm.
be on a tour together, and I'm like, that makes sense. That Destiny's Child trio makes sense.
The White Destiny's Child. Wow.
The white Destiny's
Okay,
Child.
whitewash Destiny's Child.
Come on, girls.
Oh
I'll,
no,
I'll
no, no,
let
no,
you have
no,
that. I
no.
won't
Don't put
even
the idea
charge you.
out there because the white people will be like, oh my God, we love White Destiny's Child.
Don't call it White Destiny's Child because that's copyright infringement.
um, yeah.
So after the queens have their performances, they give us the rah rah rah. Then Rue announces that the Giving Us Lifetime Achievement Award is awarded to none other than Miss
Hannah Montana.
Miley Cyrus. Yes, Miss Hannah Montana. Although she did say that
That's who she played the Snatch
that's who
Game.
she would win Snatch Game because she would play Hannah Montana, and I'm
Go
like, of
on.
course that would win Snatch Game.
Right.
Miley Cyrus as Hannah Montana.
Oh my
Get out of
God,
here.
what if I did that? Like that would be a good Snatch Game for me.
To be Miley Cyrus, but you
Yeah,
can't be Hannah Montana
I could
because
be
Disney will
Black
sue you.
Montana.
Black of Montana.
Black Montana.
Black of Fontana. Yeah, but shout out to Miley Cyrus. All the things that Rue was saying about Miley are, correct. She is a champion for LGBTQ rights.
And
She
I love
she
that.
she loves being an ally for the community. She does a lot of community service work. She's had a really long, successful career, and she's only in her 30s.
Yeah, but it's amazing that she has her charity, which she does all this great work for the community.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
Yeah.
Miley, we love you.
Miley, we love you.
Yes.
Better give them life.
I know. And then right after they award Miley
Hmm.
Cyrus, we have our past Miss Congeniality that comes out, Crystal
Envy.
Envy,
From New
which,
Jersey, New York.
oh, really? She
Yeah.
is?
She's
Work.
technically from New Jersey, but she's in New York, but she's a Jersey girl.
Okay. You know, we share territory sometimes. She looked fantastic.
Oh,
She was
gorge.
looking on point. When
Gorge.
she walked onto the stage, I was like, oh, you look better than half the queens that are
Ooh,
on this season.
clock
But
it.
I feel like the past queens that come to present an award,
Mm-hmm.
they generally try to look their best, and sometimes they do wind up looking better than the queens that are
Because they
there.
have a point to prove. They're like, yes, this is
Yeah,
me. They're like, oh, look, I'm back on TV
they're
again.
like, girl, I
Hmm.
already won, yeah.
Yeah.
But she looked fierce,
Hmm.
and we saw that they awarded Miss Congeniality to Miss Jane Don't. Miss Jane Don't, give it to her. Uh, we're both in agreement that we didn't want Jane to win Miss Congeniality. I don't think that Jane. I think Jane was shocked that she won
Yeah,
because
she
she
was.
she looked shocked. She was like, "What? Me?"
Hmm. And
um.
we saw like even it was funny
So
because it looks like Athena was crying a little bit, or I don't know if she was crying or she was like upset, but she was given a lot. I don't know if you clocked that.
Yeah. Well, if Athena thought that she was winning Miss Congeniality, she was mistaken as well.
Because she thought that she probably gagged the vote like how she did for the Raider Queens. She
I don't
probably
know,
thought all of the
girl.
vote for her.
All I know is that there was two queens I even cared to be Miss Congeniality.
And who was that?
Mia or Kenya.
Right. I agree. And Vita. Vita.
And yeah, because the
Yeah.
girls were broken when Vita left,
Hmm.
which tells me that they all loved her.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, those three girls would have been a, a wonderful Miss Congeniality. I
Yeah.
would have been happy with that.
And this week I went to a view party at Sandy Jack's in Brooklyn to support my sister, Afro Symphony. And if you want to see what we thought about it, please click on the link. It should be in the bio. I'm gonna put it in the bio or go to my Instagram. It should be there. And you can see what we thought about Miss Jane Don't winning. But anyways, we are moving on to the finale three. Finale three. We keep it at. Anyways, we're moving on to the final three. And before they came out, we saw that Miss Anya Nerve, the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race season 17,
Yes.
came out. And I was like, okay, girl, you're looking a little cute.
Yeah.
The ball gown though, I didn't love because like it
No.
stopped at a certain point, but a lot of times with the crinoline that's under, you kind of get that if it's not proportioned properly,
Why does it make it lift up or something?
kind of. But then also like there was like a fold. But you know what? You were cute, girl.
I thought she looked spectacular.
Yeah,
I thought she looked like Cinderella. She was
like
beautiful.
Black Cinderella, like Brandy.
Well, the ball gown was bigger than Brandy's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it kind of was giving that actually. Like
Over
now
the
that
braids, because
no, but
she had
was wearing
dreads. No, it was
braids.
dreads.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like dreads that were wrapped
it
up.
kind of. I wonder if Anya was that your goal was to kind of give like the Brandy Cinderella? Because now that you say that, I'm like,
And
oh,
and she loves
because it
black
was that blue
excellence.
color. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was giving that, but like a drag version. Yeah,
go
wow.
daughter.
Go off.
Yeah,
Go off. And that's anybody that knows me knows that that is my favorite movie.
really, I could never tell.
I'm as mild and as meek as a
Anyways,
mouse.
we see that the top three is back on stage, and they're ready for that final lip sync.
Yes.
Now, RuPaul calls the first person, and the first person is Nini Coco to make it to the final top two. Do you agree?
hmm After seeing those three performances,
Yeah, I've seen the three
yes.
performances. Yeah,
Yeah. That's probably what made the decision was that performance for sure.
I also agree with that. I was like, you know what? I see it. Great performance.
Yeah.
And then the next one that she calls, the correct name, Mikey Meeks. And I was like so excited to see that.
Uh
Yes. And unfortunately, Darlene didn't make it. And she went backstage. But thank you, Darlene. You were amazing. I hope you come back for an All-Star.
yeah.
I don't see her winning an American All-Star. I feel like if she went to like
She could do like Canada
yeah, like a
versus the
Canada,
world.
UK, Down Under,
Yeah.
I feel like she would do really good there because they will
Yes.
eat up that American trash.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you better
yeah,
eat that American garbage, girl.
right.
Yes, thank you, Darlene, for a great season. You
Thank
were
you.
so fun. And your evolution throughout the season
Yeah,
was like really beautiful to watch.
yeah,
Yeah, to see you like grow into yourself.
yeah. And congratulations on your
Yes,
marriage.
congratulations on getting married,
Yes.
Darlene.
So anyways, we see this top two lip sync, and what I'm gonna say is Nene Coco ate Mikey Meeks up.
It was
Let's
tough.
get into it.
Let's get into it. It was a tough call.
Yeah.
When I watched it, I thought before it started, I was like, Mikey's gonna eat this up. Like
Yes.
Mikey knows how to steal the stage, right?
And no, she
And she
did.
did.
She
And
did.
she did. She did what she was supposed to do. Mikey was living in her fantasy. Nobody could tell her nothing.
Uh-huh.
She was living in that music video. But Nene was also eating it up.
Yeah.
And it was really, there was a point where I was like, oh, I really don't know who's gonna win. I
Yeah.
really don't know. Because they were both really good.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Because some people say it comes down to the lip sync at the end, but
yeah.
sometimes it's a combination of what you did throughout the entire season. Because I think Nene did win 2 challenges or 3, no, 2, I think.
She won the first one.
And then she won
She
the
won
Snatch game.
Snatch Game.
Was there another one that she won? I don't remember. But I know Mikey Meeks won 4 challenges. 3 of them were back to back, right? But
Mikey's track
honestly,
record was very good.
yeah. But honestly, like Nene did such a good job. And you know what's crazy about this lip singing? Lip singing.
The Lipsy.
You know what's crazy about this lip sync? The
Yes.
girls didn't really have big reveals because I thought Mikey Meeks was going to reveal into something else,
Right,
and I
she
was
had that
waiting
suit.
for it. And you remember like how J Lo had her reveal when she did like I think she did some performance, and Beyonce did something similar where she had a reveal under, and I thought that's what she was going to do.
Hmm.
The only thing she took off was her hat, and I was just
Yeah.
like, okay, but Nene had that reveal of that purse, and
That was the moment where I was like, oh, she might win.
I was like, oh
That was the
girl, it
moment.
is over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that was Mikey had the fantasy going
Hmm.
where like it was almost like she was there by herself, but that gag
That gag.
really brought Nene back up to Mikey's level again, where they were like neck and neck. Yeah.
And this is what people are like, is it the like, what is it that, their criteria? Is it the lip sync or is it your track record? Right?
Like Candy Muse said, them bitches never once cared about the track record. Candy Muse, if you look up Candy Muse's tweets or whatever, she was like, y'all care about the track record. You, the audience, you created that criteria about track record. But the producers over there they was never going by track record.
Yeah, they go by whatever the hell they want to do.
They go by their script. Whatever
Right?
they put in that writer's room.
Hmm.
That's what they're going by.
So we see that the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race is Mikey
Mikey
B.
B. Come on, sister.
And I think when I was at the bar, and I'm going to show you the Sandy Jack's reaction right here. When I was there, I was a little bit scared because I thought that Nene was going to get it.
I was scared.
Yeah, I was scared too, but
I was like,
I'm
oh
really
no.
excited for Mikey.
Mikey, girl, you did
Congratulations.
it.
And the thing about this that I love about her, I know that she's gonna do a lot with this title, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah,
I'm sure of it. Yeah.
yeah. All
She
right.
seems really, really motivated. So
Mm-hmm.
congratulations, Mikey. You deserve it.
Congratulations. Yeah. And thank you guys for coming on this journey with us of doing these podcasts for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. I know that there
Yes.
is another All Star, I think All Star 11 was just announced, which is
Wow.
going to be May 8th. Will we
Okay.
be back for some boudoir banter?
Maybe we'll come back to the banter in the
Yes.
boudoir. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
We might have to revisit.
exactly. So maybe we'll do that. We'll see. Let us know in a comment. And Christian, tell us where they can find you.
Well, if you're interested, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at the Christian Rez. You can also find me on YouTube at Christian Rez. You can see content with me and Papi. You can watch our learning Spanish and learning languages with Papi. We have that segment together. You can see a little sneak peek of my original pilot script that
Ooh,
I wrote,
okay.
sitcom coming to a TV screen near you.
Can we say we're in pre-production?
We are in pre-production for
Okay.
the sitcom that I wrote. It's gonna be starring me, so you can look out for that. It's gonna be spectacular. It's gonna be
Work.
really funny.
And I'm gonna be in the background. You're gonna probably see my hat.
He's my executive puppy.
Ooh, okay.
And Detox, where can the girlies find you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram. I'm like, do I have a Twitter? I don't know, I don't. But you can find me on Instagram, most other places, TikTok at DetoxxBustiAE, which is DetoxXBusti dash or underscore AE on most places. And you could catch me at the local grocery
Glory hole.
store. Ooh.
Oh.
Where I will be getting my dick. But thank you guys for watching another episode and coming on this journey with us. I really appreciate it. This was our first podcast
Yes.
together. Even well, I've done other podcasts, but like, well, with other people like, as a guest.
What?
I've been a guest. Yeah, but
Who are these people you've been on podcasts with?
yeah.
Let me have a conversation with them.
But anyways, thank you guys for coming on this journey with us with Boudoir Banter. We learned a lot, we grew a lot, we even found our name during the
Yes.
middle of recording.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you guys, and we hope to see you for another season of Boudoir Banter for RuPaul's Drag Race, or maybe
Yes.
another show. All right,
See you guys on season 2.
work.
Bye.
Are we gonna vogue out? Let's no, no, no. Ka, 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 ka. Ah, woo.